Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Stars Let's Play. This is Northstar. I hope you folks are well. Very tired. But I gotta keep producing content because some point, even if I end up managing the SSI and living in a very low cost of living rural area eventually to buy as much time as possible, at some point it's not going to be possible with the cost of housing going up and up and up to survive with disabled such as I am with long COVID unless I can get my YouTube channel to earn money. So, gotta create content now so that I'll have more subscribers later. These channels grow exponentially, so the more subs I have, the more views I get, the more new subs I get, etc. Anyways, I was so tired I loaded this up and forgot to pause stuff forever, so it's the middle of this song. Did spend some time when I was lying down resting for a sec. Like not sleeping, just letting my legs de-swell a little because they tend to swell up over the course of the day. I did realize probably made some mistakes here. By the way, one district left. I could do a Genesis Preserve with that last district slot. I don't think I'm gonna probably do an Astro Mining Bay. Reactor District does a little more to reduce trade deficits. Especially as I add more and more buildings that cost energy, like more strongholds. I don't think the deficit for minerals ever get enough to justify an Astro Mining Bay unless I add more manufacturing, which I'm not going to do. Or if I get lithoid pops. Anyways. Go all in on biologists for a little while. In short, change the artisans. Let that actually. Unless the knights are. Wait, shoot, the knights aren't maxed out. I'm fine with. The knights have to be maxed out. They're by far the most. Let's see, it caps at 1307. Oop. Alright. The reason I'm going so all in on biology like this. Besides the tasseroids. Is got an immense amount of say research stored up, so I should be able to do quite a bit of text quite rapidly. Let me read the tasseroid thing off to you guys though. Another mob. The tasseroid is an extremely lethal predator that stalks the dense jungles of Itzenfor at night, paralyzing its prey with electric shocks before sucking their brains out with its tube-like mouth. God, stuff of horror stories. That is the stuff of horror stories. Unfortunately, 3 of the crew members from the ISS Explorer lost to these creatures before a specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology in Hesek Prime will rename one of its wings after these brave officers to honor their sacrifice. So, yeah, I'll actually be letting this happen next month. Take his no need to rush them capturing the tasseroid Actually, I suppose they already captured it. No need to rush bring it to the Museum of Exobiology. That would probably be something I'd want them to take as much time as possible. Secure. Wouldn't want that getting loose. From a roleplay perspective, sort of justify it. Probably upgrade those last 2 ships soon. Where are the voidworms going? Keep wandering around. Oh, yeah, they're returning to Stubor. May have to actively hunt them, we'll see. Hopefully I can manage to not forget about my science ships for substantial periods of time again. This is not actually the most efficient route. If they go here, they don't have to move as far. They have to cross across it. Yeah. Just occurred to me, I can actually shortcut through the hyperlane reach points are close to each other. The game is wrong to think that's the shortest route, I'm pretty sure. So explore this. Boom boom. To find what's in this class G star later. Or I should go boom boom. This is very close, make a quick jump and then back. Scouting stuff out does I would at least like to know a little bit about space if I'm gonna end up fighting in it later. Well, I can just hire a new scientist and send them through. New science ship at some point. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyways. The science ship is on the way to meet the Infinity Sphere. This thing is surveying its way this way, and eventually I'll have to meet new races. I forgot to reassign envoys as quick as I could. Try and avoid stupid mistakes like that. Okay. I wonder how many people... This is a silly thought to cross my head, but it's crossed my head. I wonder how many people don't have enough awareness about things like regional differences and cost of living to... I'm stuck with SSI, realize they might be able to survive in really, really rural areas where housing is cheaper, where if they can't, where they're like used to where they grew up, that kind of stuff. It's better to have house in the middle of nowhere than be homeless in somewhere more suburban or urban. Though actually, in urban slums, you can sometimes find very cheap housing, but unlike middle of nowhere, it's quite dangerous. What makes that cheap is not the remoteness, but the crime and urban decay usually. Caught in the eye. Huh. There goes the science ship. Huh. Yeah, this is an event where I'll have to free that science ship with another one. Great. With it, I think my head of research wasn't the one on that. Who was the scientist? Oh, just the Intuition 2 scientist. I don't mind losing that one at all. If I remember correctly, you get a choice between getting, rescuing the scientists and getting scaled physics research or leaving them there. And adding a physics deposit. guess there's other ways to add deposits. Physics deposit might remove this energy or block other types. I might actually just want that scale, but I do need another science shipper, I think, or maybe construction ship to pull it out, so... Scientist is going to be stuck there for a bit. The Ibn Battuta. He's been going nowhere. Okay. No, that was lame. Not even quite a pun. Excuse me. That, folks. Research station is more viable than this one. Maybe offended by it because that's technically wasn't meant to kind of pun, but it could be seen as making reference to our languages. Arabic ones. I apologize. Oops, that was not my intention saying that. I don't think I have any viewers in the Middle East yet, but well, there could be Arab Americans. But it doesn't matter. Don't be shady people even if they're not around to. Wasn't meant to be. Again. Well, society research. Oh, that's huge deficit of consumer goods. I can't run that. That's brutal. Okay. That's pulling on knights. Biologists are not more viable knights. Cool. Why is this? Right, that's weird. I want to build up squires here to put his technicians in. So, yeah, all my researchers are biologists. Or is this 50-50-50 before, I think? Yeah. Because, you know, biology lab, they can all be buffed up biologists. Which all have base +1. So I research, I'm getting an extra 1.5 research points, then multiplied by multipliers. Instead of energy, not quite worth it, but it is with all the toast and such. Cool. I definitely have to reset on Pop's tanker soon. Also, like population growth. It's not maxed at all yet. After the hydroponic farm. Nation building, I know that's next, so I'll just add it now. Hmm. Too much. Too much food. Store up action. Let's see if I can resell some pops now. Anchor. Yep. Good squares for now. I think they were authoritarians that fell over. Start demoting a few farmers now. Only gonna have 800 farmer jobs after starting ag district, and some of those are gonna be automated. At 200, so I only need 600 actual farming labor. Oh. Alright. 172 unemployed pups. They'll eventually turn the civilians. It'll just take a little while. Can I resell them now? But it would just cost some extra unity. It's like 20. Unity for the person. It's like 30 unity for 100. I don't know how it takes to emote to civilians. Oh, I'll reset all of you. That's on the verge of. Nope. Very small number of workers. Extra squires. Up squire and artisan. What? I want technicians eventually. I want some of them actually. Here. The biologists. Boom. The deciding factor was that more pop should add very slightly. I mean, very slightly. To population growth. That's all pops I can get. Yeah, what are these stupid void worms up to now? Oh, they're weaving. Have to intercept them with mobile force. Fight them. So I'll catch it for a while. But yeah. Surviving in a remote area would be possible for a while. Decide if I can get it, but not eternally. Not with the house costs always going up. Our efforts to search for the Sentinels picked up from the ALF aliens paid off, and we have finally made a breakthrough. While our mastery of their language may not be complete, we have managed to successfully open diplomatic channels. The civilization we now know to be the blessed. Well, they're definitely spiritualists, like I thought. I noticed they'd consecrated a world already. Dojamoran Council.
An alien nation is hailing us.
Oh shit. Huh. Whoops. I just noticed I overcapped influence. Not that I had anything I could spend it on. Sure to move my capital. Sure, of claiming a system which would upset its hive and perhaps be inadvisable. Not much I could have done. Probably upgrade this fleet and go fight the Red Prophets. Could have actually queued up an outpost here. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Right, you know, I'm just gonna go back. Also, I think I didn't reset all his main pops to anchor. Is there always I could have? I'll do that too. Shoot, guys. Sorry. It's like a big screw up if you ask me. Tasseroids are the nasty things. Suck brains. Why does it cost 285 to resell just 19 workers? Start a small number of pops demoting here. All right. A bunch of new squires. Make some artisans. Important job. Boom. $13.08. Did they deep? Probably not substantially. Never nights. Okay. Anyways, I guess let's slightly deprioritize the biologists. Fine. Boom. Make sure the nets well worked. Cool. more pop growth. This is still maximum growth. Starting to demote some pops here. Time to become civilians. Really just wanted to make sure no new farmers grow any new pops from civilians instantly, I think. Quicker. Alright, inside this. On the eye. Get bugged if they're not technically in orbit there. It's not fired at a 20% chance before. Interesting. Use more miners here, actually. Some energy, so we need some pops. Hello.
Construction completed.
Sell pops to anchor. This is what? No. Oh yeah. Ours is running the deficit there. Because once I promoted them, they weren't going to do the job of Squire anymore. Should at least have gotten the research in physics rather than put in Mars and have them do nothing till next month. As a squire, they would have automatically. I don't know, I should have waited a day to resettle them, basically. No, they already did the resources. That's actually. I guess they were getting double counted. Alright, if I do manage to code that language, I'll over my shoot. Let's not make the same mistake twice. Really? I can't do anything when the hostile fleets are present? That's irritating. Give me a second, guys. Alright, I was poking around a little and I saw this. I could switch to Liberation Wars and start claiming Gestalt consciousness systems. I don't think I can. I don't know. Still have to claim their systems, but I might be able to. I saved, so let's try this. It'll, of course, upset the pacifists. I don't know if this will change their aggressive diplomacy views. So definitely upset the pacifists, but cool. Made a claim. Wanted to see. He's gonna. I can declare war on Gestalts. Okay. That's see. Interesting. The whatever system. Now the pacifists are raging mad at that. Drop from 45 to 25. But it's improved the opinion of the Knights of the Void by 20%. That may not seem worthwhile. Except when they were at minus 4% happiness effect and pops, now it's only minus 10. So the militarists are angry either way, but now they're a lot less angry. Did of course just stoke tensions with a hive mind, but on screen. Or if it's a cipher.
An alien nation is hailing us.
I bring greetings from the Reverend Elder Glosh, the elected leader of the Blessed whatever council. I believe in the right of all sentient beings to fulfill their individual spiritual needs, and we hope you share in this sentiment. To fanatic egalitarians, spiritual seekers. Spiritual seekers, with all life is connected through some higher power that can be understood through its creations. They will seek peaceful cooperation with other empires in the hope of studying their connection to the divine. Yes, they're not likely to attack me or anything. They're a democracy, because fanatic egalitarian. I don't know anything about their civics, but anyways, our citizens greet you in peace. We're not going to make them authoritarian, but they seem to be receptive. And I'll try establishing an embassy right away. Closer relations? Yes, I do. Their species has desert preference. Why is it? They're not a hive mind. Why is it showing that? They're ingenious. Spare organs. Quick corners. Decadent and soul breeders. Decadent? Yeah, fanatic egalitarian. Huh. Oh boy. Lots of political power to the more classes who are going to be pissed off all the time. Soul breeders. Yeah, they're not going to be able to take. Their species traits will hold them back. For sure. But they're friendly. Not a threat in any way. Especially because they're weak in a way that's cool. Boom. They've already put in their Thari 4 system. Thari system Thari 4 is Ocean World. Well. Megara is precursor activity. Need to put my way through here. Frog over this if I'm not ready to take on the mining core. Well, actually, wouldn't be too hard. Boom, boom. Or ball. Trent. If I could get Medgar, I could at least maybe just dispatch a science ship. I need that anomaly before it's in their borders. It gives precursor insights. It's especially important. Let me just take a quick look back. I wanted to see if any anomalies just like disappeared because they were in their borders. I used to just keep them there and you could never investigate them unless it was no longer in the borders. Nope. Same list of anomalies. Decrease and there's nothing there. Let's get my multivitamin and realize I didn't take one today. Things I may not be able to afford if I'm like in a rural area, barely surviving SSI. Do an ideology war on them. Not going to. Thinking about sending a envoy to improve relations. I could. It's not likely, but yeah, I need positive relations for some of the stuff like commercial pacts. Research agreements. I'm swimming in too much influence. Of course, I'd be stuck unable to do any actual first contact. Maybe I hold off. Beacon of Liberty. This society is a shining beacon of light in a sea of darkness. Liberty and individual freedom are held in the highest regard here. Uni, Professors and Pops, and masterful crafters. They have good civics. Good civics, and honestly, this isn't a terrible combination of governing ethos either. The government is a spiritualistic form of democracy where a religious council supervises the democratic process and serves an advisory role. But yeah, the main thing is their species traits suck. I'll also avoid improved relations in a bit. Want to establish positive relations in the non-aggression pact, maybe? Maybe. They're also spiritualists, so they might not do anything in the vending machine. Maybe. Might choose to stay peaceful with it instead of trying to destroy it. Civilians are not going to like that, claim that system.
Anomalous readings registered.
Repeated scans of Python 4A surface give inconsistent censoring. Someone says the planet was a constant state of upheaval. This can allow you to make this an habitable world, but you need energy for it. Probably end up in their borders. I wonder what happened to it then. The anomaly sticks around. It's practically pushing me to go and eat up my neighbors. I'm stuck at the edge of the galaxy. More room for expansion otherwise. Abandon pacifism. The easiest way to get them would be to establish trust in an embassy and then just subjugate them and eventually annex them peacefully. Cost less influence and be quicker. Or fight a war to subjugate them. That'd actually be the quickest and lowest cost way. And annex them peacefully. Air quote peacefully at that point. And choose to be a vassal. Yeah, Because I think workers are really expensive to resell. I didn't realize I may have blown too much energy reselling them before. Even without the rooted trait. engineers there. Oof. No, actually, I need enforcers. Where's crime console? Hmm.
Council agenda ready.
Ah. Favorite society. With extra resources in the capital. And specialists everywhere. Specialist resource output. Very valuable. Agenda. Paris architecture. Made a privy council. Which can be followed by then go into the unyielding tree. These aren't that valuable. Alright. Civil exclusion resources from all jobs. Or become peace to gain a bunch of trust. And reduce my naval capacity so I won't have to worry about the militarists being... I'll actually make the militarists happier. Reduce border friction. Cap pacifist. Fix attraction. Not right now. Civil exclusion. Citizenship requirements are temporarily adjusted, raising expectations of those with their boards, so demanding longer hours from those who are capable of working them. Was, by the way, before I go on, Club, an incredibly hard worker who worked a ton of overtime. I'm not one who just doesn't want to work or some nonsense. Very much want to work, and ooh, 17% crime. When did it get? Wait, so high. Military should be happier than they were before. There should be less crime from them. And that I took on Liberation Wars. This should be the pacifists who are... It's weird. Must have been all the pops that resold here. Alright. Time deficit biologists be made up. force having some real problems with crime. Oh, it's due to civil exclusion. Whoops. Need more enforcers to work that. That's right. Like, huh? Wow. That should have occurred to me. Extra enforcers. Boom. First time I have crime problems here. Since Curse commanders are ideally suited to reducing crime. I need to upgrade the capital in this world, which I have enough population for now. Just to add enforcers. Next month, I guess. Should do this one. No, I can't. Next month. I'll put that ahead of the surface quarry. Formation of the mines left to wait a little longer. Cool. An embassy, which will strike me intel interest. I can form a non-aggression pact right now. Alright, I'll form a non-aggression pact. Galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about war between the Council and the Royal Planet States. We suggest entering a non-aggression pact to mutually secure peace. Doing it because it's both an Empire focus and it'll help me diplomatically annex them, maybe even. What sleeps must wake. Terraforming cannon, interesting. Anyways, the progression. It's getting adaptive bureaucracy isn't bad. Terrible thing to have with the Edict Fund. Otherwise, I'm getting darn close to having to cancel mining subsidies. Should also offer them trade. Let's see. Food for energy. Nope. Food for minerals. Yeah, they'll do that. Like energy. It's fine. Let's see, a few alloys. Some of this excess food. It's one of the reasons I was producing so much of it. I know many empires like to trade for food.